All right, people. Hello, hello, hello. Now, interestingly, it seems... Hold on. There we go. There you go. You can hear it now. I've done a lot to try and get my frames back today. A lot. And, like, I've had moderate success, and then I've had not good success. So, today's stream is going to be 1920 by 1080 at 30. Instead of 900p, so you should be on a higher resolution now, but only at 30 frames. I prefer the 60 FPS streams because not everyone's going to be full screen, not everybody's going to be on high resolution monitors. I suppose this is a little bit better for Wood Potatoes 2. I prefer the thought that that's at 1080p. But anyway, it's just kind of a bit annoying. So I've reset a lot of stuff and fiddled with a lot of stuff. And it just feels like OBS, for some reason, is really dragging things down. I did go from 40 frames to 90 plus because of Windows Focus Assist and a few other things. But like, I've cleared my cache. I've repaired my archive. I've done a lot of stuff. And so, yeah, we'll just do what we can. Today's stream is Zerg content. I'm going to heavily cull it down. And hopefully it will be kind of fun. So the idea is we're going to be doing some boss blitzes. And I'll explain in full what's going on here. It's really important that we get a lot of people. Otherwise, this stream is a dud. So immediately, right here at the entrance, before I even go to make my coffee... I just want to, and I'm going to play this on Deadeye, because hell yeah, that ridiculous DPS. I put a screenshot in Discord of like a 120k casual Death's Judgment the other day, and I want to beat that on stream for you guys here. What I'm going to do before I go to make my coffee is just let you guys know I'm on EU right now, and we're going to host a map. So I will get the squad rolling now. All you have to do is type /squad join lists, and you're in. Now, I don't have an overlay for that right now because I was trying to cull as many away as possible before. So, yeah, just, or you can join Etius here, which is my current character name. I am appearing online. Just join on me. And we'll try and fill it up. This is EU for now, but later on, we will do stuff for the NA people as well. I'm starting on EU because... we were on NA at the end of yesterday's stream, so we'll just swap that back through. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I don't want to do this 6 commanders. We're going to do it 1 commander, and we can quite easily set this up by... I can go here, I can edit the squad message. Well, hold on, let me first put the markers down. Let's see what we got here. So... what we do is we stand here and we place an arrow. Oh. Do I have my binds different? No, there you go. So we place... no, that's on me. I don't want that on me. I want it on... what's my keybinds? Let's have a look here. Oh, it's just... oh, I was doing multiple things. All right, so it's arrow. And then we're going to come over here. Solo commander will work with this. I'm sure it will. We'll be perfectly fine. I've done several gold maps with a solo commander. So there'll be the circle there. There will be a heart there. There will be... wait, what did I just place? Yeah, there'll be a square there. There will be... a star here, and last but not least, there will be a spiral there. So what's happened here is I've marked each of the pizza slices with a different symbol, and what's going to happen is everyone's going to join the squad. We'll get about 50 people in, and we'll just have separate subgroups for each, and we just try and have an equal number of people at each one. So how many pizza slices are there? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. Okay. So we have 6 subgroups, like so, and we just filter people in. All right. So what I will do is I will say edit squad message, and I will say subgroup 1. Oh God, subground. What's going on with my head there? That's very strange. to arrow. Oh my god, yeah, seriously, why can't I type? Subgroup 1 to arrow. Subgroup 2 circle. And we'll just go clockwise. No, come on. There you go. Subgroup 3 is to heart. Subgroup 4 is to square. Subgroup 5 is to star. And subgroup 6 goes to the spiral, which is what we're stood on right now. Okay. And yeah, we'll just do it that way. So people join. I will leave this purely open to stream viewers at first. And then what we'll do is we'll open it to LFG if we don't get enough people. Yeah, so everybody can join in. I will make it so you can move to any subgroup you like. No, you can already, I think. So just shuffle yourself into whatever subgroup you enjoy. And we'll try to make sure we've got like a chrono in each, for example. That might be nice. And yeah, you can just pick your boss, your preferred boss, and you can go for it. Different bosses benefit different things. So I, the Deadeye, probably don't want to do this one over here because there's lots of reflection mitigation. There's some mitigation for reflects at Hablion. But the others are generally okay. I think one of them is particularly Condi vulnerable. If you struggle with a lot of movement, you might not want to come to the Centaur. Make sure you got some stab if you're going to the Centaur as well because of all the stampedes. So yeah, like as it goes along. But we'll just try to have an equal amount of people and just look at what subgroup you've been assigned to and then go to the correct symbol. The other thing that I really want to do for this is when we're getting golds consistently, which I'm sure we will be, all right? When we're getting golds consistently, the idea is to spam the boss blitz preparations really quickly. None of this like waiting around for 20 minutes to proc a single other gold. That's boring as shit. We're not doing that. We'll literally proc the next boss blitz in moments. So, I probably should have said this at the start. Please don't join unless you're going to be a money bags and throw a lot of cash at this. So I've only got 25G left after all the giving away that I did before. But each round, I'm going to spend a gold. If everybody just takes it upon themselves to push that, then that's fine. And we should go through really quickly. And what I'm going for on today's stream is not really profit so much as I want the spectacle of getting tons of golds really quickly. That's what I'm more interested in. I don't give a shit about farming, but I do want to see some really cool boom, 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 boom running these through. So please, if you share that mentality, feel free to come along. If you're going to come and scrimp and scrape, I need my little pennies, then probably please don't come because I don't want to. The more leeches we have, the worse this will be. And it will really be a really boring and lame stream if this bar doesn't go up. Really, this is the main challenge. I'm more interested in pushing this bar up fast than I am interested in actually getting golds, because golds are pretty trivial to me. I mean, if we struggle to get golds, then I will feel bad about saying that, but golds are pretty trivial, to be honest. So, yeah, this is what excites me more. But don't fill it up just yet because we're waiting for more people to get in. We're at 20 out of 50 right now. And also, this is the very start of the stream. I'm going to go get some coffee now and just, like, relax and sort of set some stuff up. So that's the idea, and I will talk you through the full event. Everyone is welcome to come. I just hope that you guys are willing to spend a bit on the boss blitz preparations. Just to be very clear, if you're wondering what this is all about, if you're a total noob, basically the meta doesn't proc until this bar on the top right fills up, and the way you fill it up is similar to some other events in the game where you can contribute. So you can give a silver and it bumps it like a single pixel. 10 silver, a little bit more, 50, or a full gold. If you do a gold, it does noticeably go up. So what's going to happen is we'll get the big reward. It will spawn a race, and about halfway through the race, the preparations appear again. So I'm not even going to race. I'm literally just going to go straight to preparations. As soon as preparations appear, or as soon as you finish the race, you just throw a gold in. If everyone just has that mentality, just throw a gold in or throw 50 silver in. It depends how fast it goes. We should get them going back to back. Now, back in the day, that's what all the good maps were like. That's what the, you know, and that's where the real, that it was worth farm back there. I don't know how the rate of the champ bags and stuff is, whether it balances out now. But when you had a map like that, you could get like multiple golds in a half-an-hour window. And that was what was good. That was what the guilds organizing it would be able to pull off and accomplish. All I've seen through LFG so far is, yes, there are some maps that consistently get gold, but they all spend so long doing the preparations. And that kind of blows my mind, considering how much inflation there is in the economy now and how many fat cats there are out there. And the prices to proc these has remained static as far as I can tell over the years. So, there you go. That's about it, really. That's the boss blitz, and we will have some funsies. Don't forget to bring some food. This server will fill up. I'll probably proc some fresh new happy maps every now and then. To just give people a chance to get in and make sure that they're the stream viewers who will know instead of just randoms, because there'll be randoms on this map right now, and really it's you guys I want to have that opportunity to come in. So when push comes to shove, we can do that, and we'll sort of freshen up the map and find a new instance for ourselves. And yeah, we'll start on EU, we'll do some NA ones later as well, depending on how this goes. But if we struggle on EU, then we're guaranteed to struggle on NA, so it just depends how things goes. Here's a boss blitz starting now. And we're not organized whatsoever. But the idea is, in general, you should have something like 10 people at each area, roughly. And you kill them very, very quickly. If the 10 people know how to play Guild Wars, if they're not like Minion Mancers and Barebow Rangers and, you know, just like obnoxiously bad stuff, if you know anything about the game, you will clear your boss 100% of the time with at least 120 seconds to spare, at least. More like 180. Honestly, you can duo these bosses. If you give me a single chrono, I'll duo a boss in gold time easy. Just 2 players. Obviously, it scales, though. The more people that have. So anyway, they've just procced this. And you guys can go for this. We will want to. I guess. I'll go down. I'm probably jumping into the wrong subgroup anyway. But I want to go get coffee. Wiggins a good one on Dead Eye. How did that hit me? What? I wasn't in there at all. That's unbelievable. But yeah, sorry. The advice I was actually trying to get... Oh, it interrupted our mark as well, so this is now pretty pathetic. Is that going to hit me as well? No. Is bring food, because once you're in the map, it will be really difficult to get out of the map again. So, or to get back in if you need to leave for any reason. So bring food or bring TPs for other people to do that kind of stuff later. I've got some... But, you know, you guys will want to be careful with that kind of stuff. So here, because we're doing, I think, the highest DPS already, and we're hardly doing anything, he's headshotting us, which is just killer for me. We'll see when his break bar leaves. If we get dazed again, yeah, he's porting to us. I can shake him with stealth every now and then, but we're not in that. I think we're fine. Yeah, these headshots are really going to be super annoying. I don't like wigging for this. As long as someone else is in there and does more DPS than me, I'm really happy. But when he singles us out, it's kind of annoying. And yeah, I won't proc food just for now. I'll proc some later in the stream. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get a lot of cool chat and stuff as well going on, by the way, once this gets going. Just wanted to do some setup. Oh, I fucked up my death judgment there. So we have to stealth again via another means. We're only getting 30k strikes. I wonder why. No banners, maybe? I mean, no food, certainly. We're hitting about half as hard as I'd expect. A bigger boom variety might be nice. That one we didn't even crit on. Here we're out of stealth applicators because we've had a few mess ups. He's on us again. Blinded during that. All right, okay, guys. So you guys can have fun with that, and we'll set it up properly in a moment. Yeah, I'm going to break combat and start the intro to the stream. Once I can actually get out. Oh, my God. There we go. Oh, God. Come on, stop doing that. Do I enjoy camera shake? I thought most people have it turned off. I do. I'll turn it off for this stream. Camera shake is good when you're playing solo, and particularly on some weapon sets on some classes. It's really well implemented. So on the Let's Play, the game is much more cinematic when I have camera shake on. Most of my stuff is tailored for the LP. But in Zergs, yeah, it's terrible. Most veteran players will have it off. 100% they'll have it off. But I have it on because of the LP. Anyway, right, so yeah, you guys can have good luck, good fun, and I'll see you all in just a moment. You got any questions and stuff, by the way? I'm going to open the stream just chatting with you, so if anyone wants to know anything or wants to talk about stuff, just let me know. I'll be back in a bit. right, look at how quick that was. See, 10 out of 10, right? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. The boss blitz is... So how did they do? With no organization, no prep, no nothing. I can see that Kurai is dying. It's the end of the burn, so they got Boom Boom Banes. Kurai's about to die. Did they get everyone? I mean, I'd be really impressed if with absolutely no player distribution, we get this. I can help them kill Kurai here. Just by pressing this. Got 10 seconds to spam this skill. No, the obstruct. Oh my god. There we go. He's down. So we got Kurai. That's 2. Sparkus is still pretty healthy. Right, so they're just going to have to finish off that silver there. And in the meantime, I guess I'll explain a little bit more of what's going on here. Let me just look at chat, though. Hello, everybody. I've not even really looked at it. In the middle of stress testing. Oh, it seems chat is pretty dead. Listen, if this stream is going to go well, we need lots of chitter-chatter. So that we have things to talk about, because otherwise it's literally going to be looking at me pressing rifle skills. So yeah, if you guys got any topics or things you want to talk about, that's cool. I'm in the middle of stress testing my PC, so I'm playing on a laptop with a maximum of 10 frames per second. Oh dear. Well, you can min out quite a few more things. Just make sure you turn off shadows. I have ultra shadows on because I think I can get away with 30 FPS and the ultra shadows because the culling is so heavy. But yeah, you can turn that off. Reflections, there's no watery surfaces you'll actually see in this entire room, even though it renders the water that's below the map. So for here, there's easy guaranteed frames that have absolutely no downsides to get. Just turn off your reflections in this room. So quick, you haven't had a chance to get the coffee. Yeah, I actually boiled the kettle maybe 10 minutes before turning the stream on, so it didn't have much to do to go back through. All right, there you go. Paroxys they got. That's 3 left. This might actually be good, doing like a dud 1 at the start, because there could be a lot of... There you go. That's Wigan. There could be a lot of players here who don't know that this stream is going on or that anything's happening. And they'll be like, oh, this map's terrible. And they'll leave and then give us space for more people. We're at 42 out of 50 so far. Now, everyone who's playing and watching the stream, it's very likely if you're in the squad, you're in subgroup 1 right now. Now, I can manually move you, but if I do that, I have to trust you're intelligent enough to see what subgroup you're in, read the squad message, and go to the correct symbol. And I don't know whether I trust you that much. So, if you are in-game, you're probably in subgroup 1 right now, can you move yourselves to a new subgroup and thus a new boss and icon? Can you do that for me? I want to see these people that are all up here moving on their own, because then I know who is... You know, if you've done it yourself, then you have a little bit of intuition about you, and I know that you can hear my voice and blah, blah, blah. And we can figure that out. So, yeah. They fucked up already. 2 dead bosses and people moving. 3 now. It's fine. But bosses dying a little bit early is not a big of a problem as you'd think either, to be honest. The mechanics aren't that insane. It just depends if you've got like a little bit of a support in each one. If you've got someone to spam stab and aegis and prot and stuff and quickness, hello Chronos, each subgroup, then you're generally going to be okay. There you go. Look at these people moving. You guys are gods. Look at that. Look at the big brains in this squad. If you want to join the EU guild, can you send me mats with the mail to help out our NA brothers? I suppose I could put that in. I mean, they all technically go in the same guild's coffer anyway, and then the GMs distribute it there. So it'd be a bit weird. We don't register who gives what on unless it's a very particular, specific big thing. So that's just horrendous amounts of busy work. So that's a bit of a weird thought. I really don't understand why devs never reused the Vinerath lane lock mechanic. It would have been so perfect here. Yeah, I guess. I mean, here's the thing, though. I don't think that this is meant to force people to split. I think it's a celebration of different strategies where they'll let you Zerg if you want. It's like when Triple Trouble Worm came out. We had devs in Discord, not Discord, TeamSpeak back then, snooping and listening as we competed on it. And the people on NA... Frank, which is where I was playing, if you remember, before me and a friend of mine started commanding it, who would later end up founding a guild around it. When we first got there in those early hours, all of like the BG people, they all thought that Zerging was the only way to do it, like because that's all PvE had ever taught them, and it was so obvious that all the mechanics were saying split. You know, you should split the Zerg, you should split the Zerg, but they were all like, no, Zerg strategy is the best strategy. So like, but my point is, sorry, I talked myself off the topic a little bit. when we started talking about the event scaling bugs and stuff, which made it seem like it was possible. The devs were happy to let us try that, and they were happy to sit there and snoop and listen and see if we were successful in our endeavor. In the end, EU got world first and beat us to it because they split correctly, but you know, the devs aren't that heavy-handed about it. So there you go. Anyway, that's a boss bit's done. Lots of people can't get in the map right now, but do keep trying, guys. You should be okay. We've almost got a full squad now. Just keep trying, and it seems fairly even, our distribution right now. Just make sure you've got food on, and try, if it looks like you've got no real staying power in your subgroup, you've got no one that's good at rezzing or solid at holding a bit of aggro, and just, you know, you don't have good cleave or something, just think about your skills and what you're bringing and just round yourselves out a little bit. Honestly, you don't need to just look at raid builds here. I mean, I'm disgustingly hypocritical here because I am on a raw, very low cleave, ridiculous, like, DPS oriented thing and hoping other people will carry me. But if your boss is struggling, round out your comp. Honestly, think about the people that you're standing near and just round it out a little bit, and we should be fine. So the distribution seems pretty good here. What you'll notice now is a race is triggering. So most players will do this race in normal boss blitzes, and I'll do it here. I'll demo it for you guys. One of the repeatable achievements for the festival is to do lots of races. I've actually already finished it. I've played a lot of this festival. Where is it? The customs. It's the Ace Racer. So I've already got my 25 AP from this, but a lot of people are doing races constantly because of this AP. And if you're quick at bot splitters, you get these races fast because you can proc tons of these races because it's all based on just beating the meta. So most people will do this race, but it's about halfway through the race that the NPC to donate re-triggers. And what I'd love to see by the end of the stream, hopefully when people are a little bit bored by the race, what I'd love to see is before the race is even finished, we trigger another gold run. That's the dream for me. That's what I really want to see. I want to see another meta spawn while people are still... Look, boss blitz preparations, right? It's not even halfway through the race. So I want to see this fly up now, basically. By the end of the stream, I want to see us accomplish that. And that would be so cool. Did I leave too early? No, I'm all right. That'll be awesome. And then these people are like, oh, the bosses are here. So yeah, that's the kind of speed, right? You can imagine the meta would be triggering now, and then you get another god box like super quick. So it's all these like delaying mechanisms and stinginess basically from people that slows this farm down. And in 2018, I've not seen near some of those organized runs from way back when. This is already pretty incredible. You guys are spamming that hard already. So, but guys, we might suck. Don't be too generous yet. Look, don't spend your money too fast because we got a whole stream to do it. You guys best be loaded. Holy crap. I don't want to blow our load early before we know whether we're even any good, you know? I'm taking this race very casually, as you can tell here, by the way. I actually won one of these. I won a 40-man race on like day 2. It was awesome. I just managed to slip through and everything went well. It was all Raptor as well. I do think the Griffin's probably... Look, they've triggered it! I can't believe it. They've actually triggered it. But look, no, this isn't good. Look at this. Look at all these players that are going to be out of position. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, well, that's a good sign, I guess. I really need people might not who are just watching, who haven't been playing, who are just getting their experience of their festival vicariously through me. Shit, I should have used the mastery. You guys have to understand that's very rare. What we just accomplished there is very rare. Oh, what? I ported through the thing. Didn't realize that would happen. Guess I should walk. We lost first place going down there. Oh, not first place, probably top 3. My mic is way too loud and popping. Is it now? Ooh, that's curious. All right, let me fix that. Jesus Christ, 8 minutes. So hold on, what subgroup am I in? I'm in subgroup 1. Check squad message. That means I'm at arrow. So I need to go over here. Let me fix my mic as well. Oh god. Sorry guys, I'm in Windows right now. You can't see. So I put myself at pirates. I'm the only person in my subgroup ready right now. Sounds, recording. It shouldn't have been popping that badly, but yeah, it probably was popping. It should be a bit better now, okay? Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, we did the race. It's only worth 40 tokens. Okay, so this guy jumped down. Oh, crap. I went out of bounds and then in combat, which means you get ported away. That guy came down and just died straight away. Let me stealth the body and raise him up. As long as... No, he revealed himself. Oh, no. Yes, he did reveal himself. Okay. So, let's go, I guess. The race is still on. Let me just clear this up. I should have marked him so I get some thingy. I'm going to go... I really should get better precision-oriented food here because I'm not 100%. I can't trust that I'll get, like, spotter and stuff. And remember that, guys. Load up in precision. Don't trust that you'll always have banners and spotters and stuff. You are not in a raid. These things don't just magically happen in this content. You have to, you know, tweak your setup a little bit. All right, I'm just going to get on Wiggins straight away before too many people get here and we scale it too grossly. Hopefully we're not in range of that. We are. What? Come on. Oh, I'm getting headshot again. So I could have ran Arc on this stream as well, but I forgot to load that client. So I'm really sorry, guys, but you're not going to get to see who's doing what. I mean, that's one of the things I genuinely really have enjoyed. Oh, come on. I've got aggro from, like... Yeah, that's Wiggin killing me there. Okay, there is a druid healing. I'm going to move into melee just because I get big. So basically, this is a build that does more damage the wider variety of boons it has on it. And the more it flows with its rotation, the more it juggles boons through a trait called Maleficent 7. So you notice every time I max out my Malice, which happens after a couple of 3-round bursts, I get a ton of initiative back, but I also juggle boons back onto myself, like this protection. You can watch the protection uptime to see very clearly how often I proc that. So if I get a chrono giving me more of the boons that exist, you know, if I can get a bit of retail on me, if I can get a bit of Aegis on me, if I can get quickness, obviously, alacrity, my damage just starts scaling like mad, which is one of the... I have to dodge at the right time there because I don't think I'm going to get a thing. So yeah, it looks really simple because it's like, oh, just 1 1 1 3 3 3 3 and then this, and it is fairly simple, but I do have to say there's a little bit more to it than it just at first looks, because you are balancing a few, you are juggling a few mechanics, not mechanics, currencies, I guess. Currencies. What the hell is the word for it? Anyway, someone at least has got some good damage because he's not on me too much here. So there you go, that's the race over. And then what happens is every time you get max Malice, what you're going to do is pick a utility or your stolen skill to stealth yourself, thus resetting your Malice, giving you a Death's Judgment, and then going again. So it is kind of a fun playstyle in that it really feels like you're loading your gun with the golden bullet. Like here, I just hit max Malice. I tend to go 4 sets of 3-round bursts. And then I load the golden gun, say, so this time it was with a Shadow Gust. One thing that is frustrating is what you just saw happen there. When other people stealth you, they reveal you, and then it can throw off your mojo, and you don't get the Death's Judgment because the reveal comes in too quickly. And other things can happen too. Like here, you'll notice, first of all, I've messed up really badly. But I didn't get max Malice before running out of initiative. And the reason for that is because I got obstructed by an ad. And the strikes hit the ad instead of my marked target, which denies me stuff. So blinds and obstructs and things are kind of a bigger part of this than you'd expect. Our damage in general is really low here because we're only hitting 50k Death Judgments when you'd expect it to be double that quite often. We're also not critting on a lot of them. But we can be consistent. It's got very little CC. It's got very little cleave. It's basically, it's 0 cleave, essentially, actually, in truth. And it's got... I already said CC. Like, its break bar damage is literally on Shadow Gust. That's about it. It's extremely selfish build. So some people have been watching my videos throughout the week where there have been some pretty obscene numbers. And they've been saying, oh, this is stupid. Weaver hits so little now. But you got to understand, Weaver offers a lot more than this does, especially in AoE scenarios. And is less fiddly and punished as well by poor... Well, actually, it's pretty punishable by poor rotation. But if a little chink in the chain messes up on this, it can really screw you over. Here, we're starting to roll a bit more damage. Got to get the dodges just right. We still have... this is a little bit slow, I think. But we got 3 minutes left on the clock, and Wiggins getting pretty low here. This is good. We're smoothing out big time now. So here, you'll notice I'm low on initiative again. I'm hoping I'm not in range of that. And that slows me down a lot. I need to only use the correct number of 3-round bursts, because if you overdo it, you punish yourself on your next cycle through. You're also going to make sure that the mark doesn't drop, so sometimes it can lead to a fairly weird skill ordering. There you go. We're getting up to 77k here. Obviously, when the boss gets below 50% health, As a thief, I have a trait called Executioner, which means I do 20% more damage. So the modifiers start stacking quite nicely at that point. I'm going to try and get that and then dodge in time. I didn't manage to dodge in time on that. I was going for greed. I was trying to get the Death's Judgment and the dodge, but it was too much too quick. Luckily, as I mentioned in another one of my videos, Signet of Agony is really just obscenely strong. I shouldn't really be able to do this. Nobody's actively rezzing me, but I can sustain my downstate. It's not just Signet of Agony, by the way. A lot of people appreciate Necros being super OP in combination with that Signet. But mostly, they think about the strength of the auto, which is lifesteal already, stacking on top of the Signet. So you get lots of little ticks, and then they might even think as far as blood magic. But the true thing is all is blood magic, but the other really important part is all these blood necros, they can be running a trait, right? Which means people's bodies don't bleed out. So what you were watching happen there with me on my thief is in the past, if I just sat there auto-attacking, I would have died. But now, a lot of necros are around stopping me bleeding, and I have the Signet. So it's those two on top. So necros are OP, not just in a selfish way, but it's another element of this that's kind of gross too. Right, so the other thing, by the way, is what we're going to try and do is get everyone to 5%, and then we'll kill them at 5, all right? Don't wait at 10. Go to 5. I don't know why people say 10%. 10% causes failures more than anything else. All right, so, and then when you start seeing all of the bosses die and domino, we'll just push them down. Okay? So there you go. We've killed ours. That's 2 bosses done, and you just push through. We've only got 30 seconds till gold. Now, another thing, if you are confident that you're halfway good at the game, or even just a little bit good at the game, you can leave your area and help the other bosses. Get on your Raptor and go and hit Boom Boom Banes. Come with me. It doesn't matter. As long as you're confident you can do something, all right? You will be a net plus. It will not scale that heavily unless you're like truly pathetic, in which case, you know, if you lack that confidence, don't worry about it. But I can come here. It's a good thing I came here and just unloaded about 200k damage on him, because who knows? We might have pushed that in those seconds. We didn't. The people at Boom Boom Banes failed. Everyone else was perfect on that run, though. It was only Boom, and that's our first run, so that's pretty good. You see in chat here, someone saying don't rush to the last boss. That's bullcrap. Don't worry about that. Come to the last boss if you have a good build, if you can do some damage, okay? You don't have to hit that much to out-pressure how much it scales up. You're only a loss for the Zerg if you are incapable of doing that pressure, okay? So if it's a last-second thing, just go, honestly. It's kind of a... The thing is, people in Guild Wars 2, in general, offer this advice and say don't rush, because here's the truth. Your average Guild Wars 2 player is kind of bad at the game and doesn't do much damage and isn't very good. If you guys are running Arc DPS and you're seeing you're in the top 25% of the squad, absolutely, you have the freedom to go wherever the dick you want. Just go. The truth is that people are scared of you scaling it up and not being good. And unfortunately, as a baseline, people don't really optimize what they do or understand the game very well. But as far as I'm concerned, on this stream, the people watching me, come on, you guys are above average. You'll be fine. Okay, and so someone in chat is talking about the healing turret. Yeah, the healing turret upscale. So the reason I was going to go talk about this now. So Boom Boom Banes is in some ways the hardest boss because it's the least brain dead. He spawns a healing turret, which regenerates him very fast unless people kill him. So at most of these bosses, you can get it to below 5%, or even some people advocate 10%. And then you could just be brain dead, and you can go AFK, you can have a wank, you can go watch some YouTube videos, do what you want. At Banes, you can't. So if you guys are at square, you have to stay focused, and you have to kill the turrets when they spawn, and then you have to re-DPS the boss back down to the threshold of 5%. Most of the time when this fails, it's because people don't do that. They go away, they don't kill the turret, or they do kill the turret and they forget, oh, the turret just healed the person. So do that. The other thing as well is if you're at square and you have poison applicators, as you're DPSing the turret, throw some poison on the boss, because that reduces his healing efficacy by a massive amount. And I've seen that be a problem a lot of times as well, where everyone so wholeheartedly swaps to the turret. When you're very low numbers, you don't have that poison duration on him. And he heals up very heavily. So yes, when lots of people do Zerg to this area, the turret scales up, but the same logic applies. If you are an intelligent individual, you can out pressure the turret faster than the devs handle the upscaling. As long as you're smart enough to target the turret and break it when you come zerging on over, it is still a net gain for the group. Again, as long as you know what you're doing. And these gates are not that hard to pass. They're really not. I trust you guys, okay? For this run with this group, we should be fine. So yeah, all right, boss blitz preparations. I'm not even going to race this time. Let's just proc it. All right, here's the exciting bit. I'll give 2 gold because I didn't last time. And there we go. And I'm going back to my area right now.
What do you need?
WP has too much faith in the Guildlessy player base. No, I have faith in you guys. It's not the player base in general. I fully accept that regular runs and zergs don't tell people to go over because you don't know what you're going to get. But you guys are dedicated enough to the game to know who I am, to be on a Twitch stream. You're going to know what food is. You're going to know what reasonable builds are. You're going to, and especially coming from me, I mean, I'm an advocate for actually finding builds out for yourself and thinking about the game. And come on, you guys know these things. I'm not overestimating general players. I'm estimating you guys. You guys here. That's what I'm estimating. And I reckon you're all right. We'll see. The proof will be in the pudding. The proof will be in the pudding. What I just saw is we basically aced that first time, except the people at the turret because, well, I don't know. But maybe they didn't know the turret. I hadn't explained it on stream yet. So there you go. I have my settings on so that I don't see anyone who I don't follow, so you're shouting into the void. Wait, that's some meta, a top tier snark commentary based on the Jessica Price tweet chain from yesterday. Beautiful. In before WP uses he as a gender neutral pronoun. I do that all the time. I see no problem with that. All right, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. We're going to get it, EU. We're going to roll in. I'm going to clear some ads first just before I get on the main boss. So there you see, I max my malice. I use the stolen skill, which stealths me, gives me Maleficent 7 for another wave, and we Death Judgment the guy to kill him. Do this. That's a time warp. I want that. Get in. Good. Look at our boon range right now. This is excellent. So here I'm gonna mark Wiggin. I'm gonna dodge that. Oh, I messed up a little bit because I'd never had any malice when I did that, so that will punish us later. But there you go, you proc Maleficent 7, Death's Judgment. So here we got obstructed. Can you see that pirate in front of us? The pirate obstructed the Death's Judgment, which means that I still have max malice, which means that right now, when I should have another initiative wave coming in, I don't. So now I'm going to struggle on the next roll through, just because that pirate stood directly in front of me. So that's the kind of little stuff that can affect this Deadeye build. It's no use just looking at skill usage and being like, oh, this is the most simple thing in the world. There's little things. The game is a little bit more complicated than that. So he's retargeted to us, and we're not getting stab or aegis from anywhere, so we'll see how much that daze is annoying. The daze is annoying on a Deadeye because it's a CC, which knocks us out of being prone. That was a nice dodge there. Which means we start 2-round bursting instead of 3-round bursting, and we have to spend initiative to get back. You know what? My traits might be messed up because I did AC for daily today. Let me see. No, I'm on premeditation and malicious intent. I'm fine. Oh, God. I'm getting cleaved pretty hard here. But look, this is good pressure we're getting here. Just by the way, we're still 6 minutes left on the clock and we've done 30%. And I've not really done much here. It's the others that are doing well. So I'm going to pour out of that explosion. I don't really mind that no one was rezzing me there. It's not a big deal. So on this one, because we're in melee, what we'll do is to stealth, we'll use Shadow Flare, which will hit his break bar. So we had a choice there, like an actual intelligent choice. Do we want to use the Steel skill? Do we want to use the Elite? Do we want to use Blinding Powder? You know, which choice do you want to go for? I'm still messing this up, guys. Like, badly. Next Death Judgment. I do have a thing. Can any Deadeye mains out there? Deadeye mains. Why do I use these terms? But can anyone who plays a lot of Deadeye out there tell me why sometimes... Here we're going to dodge at the same time to move in at the same time. So there I'm blind. Death Judgment was blinded, so that fucked us up. This is why you guys might be thinking, oh, stack WP, you get more boons. But getting blinded on a Death Judgment is really brutal, just by the way. Can anyone tell me why sometimes when I press Death Judgment, it literally just cancel casts for no reason and reveals me? Is that someone else throwing reveal on me? A random stealth that I didn't want? We might be in range of that. This scares me, this. Yeah, we were, but it wasn't the CC, so it's fine. We have to dodge that. Honestly, this is so unsmooth right now. This is a bit better. So we got 4 minutes left, down to 30%. It's pretty good. I'm casting 1 extra time, I think. I think doing commentary on stream, I'm doing the 1 extra 3-round burst, and it's starving me for initiative. So 50k.
Here comes the rain of pain.
You can roll that. There you go. We found it now. Oh, good CC there. Dodging forwards. Actually, that's bad. Fuck. I should have dodged back on that. I might be dead here as well, unless I'm very precise about where I go. Oh, nice res. Good timing. We can evade that. I really enjoy the evades as well on this. Oh, so the other punish as well on this build, which is a very real punish, is when you go downstate, it strips your mark completely. So even if you can be just rally bait, and I like stuff like that mechanically, I think that's really smart for the game, for the devs to implement. I don't know whether they were specifically thinking about this form of PvE, but like rally, it means there's a punishment to going down, even though you will just be immediately rezzed by the player base, if that makes sense. So there, we'll stop now. So he's at 5%. We're ready. So in chat, everybody's saying stuff here, so check it out. One of the groups, Hableon, is really bad. One of our subgroups. So while most of us are all ready with 3 minutes left on the clock, these guys are pressuring a bit hard. Hableon is like the entire problem right now. So I'm going to go over to Hableon now. Because why not? And we'll just run over here to break combat and stack stealth abilities in the meantime, so that nothing randomly shoots us. There you go. There's the OOC. And we'll just see how they're doing. This build's all right at Hableon. It's not great because he does that Lieutenant Cola thing where he mitigates projectiles. Oh, no. Hableon's doing all right. Hableon's doing all right. 25. Maybe they were just old messages. I'm sorry to the Hableon guys. No, it's only 60 seconds old. It seems to have sped up pretty goddamn quick. Kurai's doing well. Wiggins doing well. Already, this is way better than most maps you see, just by the way, because most people wait till the very last second to trigger the burn. We're just waiting for the call of Hableon at 5%. When that happens, we'll burn. Obviously, I try and type and go down. I can rally on this thug here, though. Oh, no, I can't. I never... Even though I killed it, I didn't globally have enough damage to qualify for a tag. We could probably rally on this. These bounces obviously proc the signet a lot too, so that's good. There you go. All right, they're at 5, so we're going to kill. And this is important as well. You don't just want to be getting gold, the obstructor obscene right now. You don't want it to be just getting gold. I'm going to die here because I don't have any endurance. We're going to pop our signet to cleanse the aggressive condies and just 3-round burst through. So there you go, bosses remaining. Straight back to the waypoint in the middle, just in case anyone needs any help. Ow. There you go, with 1 minute 25 left. Boss of bosses. All right, so that's the time to beat. 1 minute 25 on the clock. That's the time to beat. And, oh, doesn't it warm your heart, guys, to see everybody happy in chat? Look at that. We did that, stream. We did that. You guys are awesome. Can I please... What am I even in combat with? Are you having a laugh? Oh, no! The cleave on that was so annoying. Let me out! There we go. I'm off. All right. I'm not racing. I'm literally... Let's just dedicate straight away, guys. Here we go. This is it. Let's burst it up. The NPC spore is going to be, like, near the race area. We're just going to burst it up, all right? I'm going to spend 5 gold straight away.
What can I do for you?
I don't have arc running, unfortunately. Here we go, guys. It should be when this is like 30 seconds before the race begins. And then the forced downtime is 2 minutes total, right? It's... Oh, no, it's 3 minutes total because it's 2 minutes for the start of the race, 1 minute for the warning that it's about to start. Ale Thief says, I was beginning to think I would never see a gold one. Thanks. I mean, honestly, it really is very, 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 very simple. If you wonder why there's a huge disparity between people on a stream watching it and why all the maps you go into can struggle... it's... I mean, it's just another example of... When you have such wildly different player levels, it's just an example of, like... Poor Completing the race does give you a magic find buff. That's true. That's true. You are welcome to do it, but this is the real stuff here. Here we go, guys. Let's burst this up. I want to see this instantly fill, okay? This will be the highlight of my week. This will be better than Aspect Arena if this instantly fills. Let's go. Damn it, Arena Net. There you go. They're up. Boss Blitz.
How can I assist you?
No, I don't want to sign up for the race.
These are dangerous
Gold, go.
times.
Go. 2,
Balthazar
3,
strengthen you.
4. I said 5. 5 gold. Boom, baby, let's do it. Yeah. Oh, that was good. All right, and now we've got a bit. What was the time, chat? What was it? 1 minute 26? 1 minute 26, I think. So, look, we're going to go for it.
Buster.
I chose you.
Whisper more, please. Listen, for that, you need to find my secret ASMR YouTube channel, available only to top-tier Patreon subs. Send me a message over there, and I will give you private access. I'll do anything you want, BB. 1 minute 25. Okay. We got to beat it before 1 minute 25. Yeah, 5 gold down the drain. I'm happy, though. I don't mind. This is fine. Yesterday, I met a mentor, an effing mentor in the pavilion, leading the meta and instructing on map chat why zerging from boss to boss is superior to splitting. I hate people play this game. Sometimes I feel like a real kindred spirit to you, half expansion Mike, and sometimes I'm like the complete opposite. That's hilarious. All right, here we go, go. No time being wasted. I need someone else to take the brunt, the hits though. I'm a scared little pussy cat. All right, let's blow this guy up here first. Come on, 2. Okay, good. All right, get in that time warp. All right, Wiggin, down we go. I do kind of regret that I don't have Archon, because the cool thing about solo commanding is everyone's registered on there, so you can really see what the class distribution of how good people are. I'm not very representative right now on this stream because this is not very good Dead Eye gameplay, to be blunt.
I chose you. I've been waiting for
But
this.
we'll see. We might do a bit better on this one. So far, it's a bit better. I just want to be at the right range where I can get some boons from people, but not... Look at that CC bar. 10 out of 10. Oh, how am I doing too many of these?
Go ahead.
But not get blinded or obstructed. And the closer we are, obviously, the better on that. There you go. We didn't get the CC benefit of that one, but that's fine. Here you go. This is a little bit more what the build should look like in terms of flow. There's the 4th.
I'm leaving
Bombs
here.
away!
And then when he gets below 50%, it will look a little bit more... I'm going to dodge that. It's the bombs away phase. I really probably should just stop for a second and just chill. Can we get that? We did. Good. What's my reaction if... Sorry, kind of hard to read that. Hold on. If in 2 months ArenaNet announced Guild Wars 3. In 2 months? That would be quite extraordinary to me because... Oh, I moved in for the CC, but they got it already. I just feel like there's so much more that this game's got to give. I feel like they've given up on a lot of aspects of this game, thinking that it won't ever really get the attention it deserves and stuff. Like we were talking about Aspect Arena and why they don't go back and tune it up and add proper queuing for it. And there's a Reddit thread about it at the moment, actually, that I really encourage you guys to go contribute to. I think it deserves a lot more visibility. Where someone even mentioned, yeah, what about tournaments? Can you guys imagine if, like, at Winter's Day, not only could you queue in for snowball fights, like I've been talking about, but also they ran a special tourney. That dodge was too early. Oh, God, move. Didn't do it right. That's okay, because we can double up there. Get back down. That gives you a gizmo. So you spend the entire festival practicing and building a 5-man and doing the queuing. At the end, they do a proper AT. A special tournament that gives like a snowball. Oh, it'd be so good. And it was so good for Dragon Arena. I'd love to see truly competitive Dragon Arena and truly competitive Aspect Arena because it's got as much prestige as the monthlies currently do. That'd be so cool. I would love to cast that stuff. It would be amazing. But they don't do these things, and it's like, if they announce a Guild Wars 3, it's like, I don't know. There's obvious things that the game can do, and they could really go places with. But I don't know, if they announce a Guild Wars 3, it'd become like a total example of them losing faith in a lot of different stuff. So what time are we on? We're on 4 minutes left on the clock, and Wigan's almost ready here. And by the way, Wigan isn't like easier than the other bosses. I doubled up on stealth there, foolishly. Wigan isn't easier than other bosses. In theory, all of our subgroups can accomplish what you're looking at here. Meaning that in theory, we can be done with the gold. That was 80k. If everyone just rolled through, if you had true trust, with 4 minutes left on the clock at least. There you go. That was 160 from the 3-round burst phase. Here I'm not giving myself the malice and I've screwed myself. Oh well, that's fine because we're at 5%. Alright, Wigan ready? So, Hableon is still at half when we're done. Pyro's pretty high as well. A lot of them are actually struggling a bit here. We might have the creme de la creme because people want to be on stream footage. I'm going to heart seek to build malice. Alright, ready? And then we're gonna... Whoppa! Was that 10k? That's not much. Was that only 10k for malicious backstab? Heartseeker... Yeah, only 10k. I thought that was like had a crazy modifier on it. I should run like SR or something. Mind you, if you too immaculately stealth everyone, you'll screw it up. They recently assembled a team for engine rework, but shh, do you think? Really? Where's that coming from? There's no way for ArenaNet to have success with Guild Wars 3 in current times, same way they succeeded with Guild Wars 2. They're better off revamping this game and keeping current players than risk losing them with a proper sequel. Yeah, and I mean, Mike's right about that. I think that it cannibalizes their own audience, you know? I mean, in a lot of ways it doesn't have to, but look at what happened with Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is a very different game to Guild Wars 1, but the studio couldn't support them both, even though they actually have different demos, and in theory could have. Not even there did they manage to. So in a weird way, it's like, okay, let's send a death sentence for all this work that we currently have. You know, this game is not just a one-and-done release. It's not a product like you'd expect a single-player RPG or something. It's a platform for improvement, you know. Its users are a platform that there's no point in throwing that all away. So I would be very cynical about a Guild Wars 3 that's an MMO sequel. What I would like to see, I do want to see the studio do more products, definitely. And I would play the hell out of more products, but I want to see them explore new genres or new IPs. That's what I think ArenaNet's got in their future. But the first thing they need to do is embrace what Bill Fries is doing with Guild Wars 1 and say, listen, you are a legend. Here's a fat fucking paycheck. Here's a team for you. Let's prove to the world we can handle multiple products at once. All right, I think we're burning because I just saw someone die. Oh, I'm doing so badly here. It's all right, though. It's just 3-round bursts in. There you go. Not good, guys. We're taking a while. So, should I swap? Here's the thing. If I was doing this solo, we didn't beat our best time. If I was doing this solo, I would now just go to one of the bosses that was struggling and help carry it. But as the stream runner, I kind of feel like everyone would come with me and I might have a little bit too much pulling power. And then thingy that I'm at would struggle. So reshuffle, guys. Shuffle around. If you're currently at one of the slower bosses, move to a different group. Shuffle yourself around. Just move yourself to a different subgroup. And if you're running Arc and you've seen, hey, look, I'm by far top DPS, can you go to one of the struggle ones? Let's see. We'll see if we can beat it. Come on, we're ready at 4 minutes left. We can get all the bosses like that. Let's keep trying it. Anyway, yeah, what I want to see the devs do is... the studio do. I want the studio to demonstrate that it can wield multiple products at once. Keep going with Guild Wars. You've got an audience of baked-in, a specific sensibility people that like the Guild Wars 2 as an MMO. There's a very different audience that's still desperate for Guild Wars 1 updates and things. So satisfy us both, honestly. Fulfill us on both ends at once. Give us that delicious sandwich. And then, once you've proved you can handle the double, go for the trip. And then that's when you show, and you will have engendered so much goodwill in your consumer base at that point. Then reveal Guild Wars 3 that's not an MMO, it's a single-player RPG set 200 years in the future, or Tyria, which is a prequel that, again, is, you know, a trading card game or something like that. That's when they do that. That's what, in terms of ArenaNet as a studio for the future, that's what I, as a consumer of theirs and a fan of theirs, feel would be the most profitable way to keep going. But, I mean, truth, what the hell do I know? I would be very... I'd be excited, obviously, but it would be a very mixed bag. There's so many moving ideas at conflict with the idea of just a Guild Wars 3, you know? And especially at this time frame. Once we've been back to Cantha, once we've had an expansion or even 2 that touch on other regions, you know, then, yeah, maybe I'd say, you know what, Guild Wars 2 is exhausted. Once many of the systems are unified and reintegrated, once Season 1 is back, once we have proper, you know, like the Aspect Arena queuing, once tutorialization sorted, once legendaries are filled in all the different slots, once they've reassessed how rewards go and they've not been scared to go back to some old stuff. Once we're at that point, I can see a Guild Wars 3 because it's like, well, look, we've logically reached the end of where Guild Wars 2 is, and frankly, there's not much, you know, there's feature creep that's pushed it beyond a certain boundary, and yeah, engine limitations, stuff like that. Then we can talk about Guild Wars 3, but that to me is like, we're talking half a decade away, at least. I mean, that's not, I'm not buttering that up. I really think at least half a decade away. That was a quick pop again as well there, guys. This is awesome. So, you know, that's my feeling on the franchise for the future. This game, this platform has got so much to give. Why abandon it? Who would win a death battle, General Zero? Oh, that's a cool question, dude. Someone should like write a silly fan fiction about that. I don't know the actual answer, but the story I'd rather read is at Zero winning. I think that'd be kind of exciting. Has it been said that the humans are from Earth? No, it's not. It's just from somewhere else in the mist. I don't even know if it specifies another planet. It's only been touched on a very few times, though. Adventures of Scarlet, story-driven platformer. I mean, look, we got Ritlock's Critter Rampage, right? Let's just make that a full thing, yeah? All right, bosses remaining, let's go. Food as well. If you fooded up at the start of the stream, you might want to put it back on. I certainly want to put mine on. No, I'm holding the wrong area of the keyboard. Okay, bit of wasted endurance there, but overall, oh my god, these CCs, 10 out of 10. All right, we got to roll a bit of might here. Okay, Death's Judgment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Death's Judgment, dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shadow Flare. His bar wasn't up anyway. But you can see how, like, when it comes to this build, as far as CC is concerned as well, you don't necessarily... There, I fucked up, and I just tried to stealth while revealed. You don't necessarily have it as on demand as you'd like. Okay, I thought I got hit by the AoE there, but it was just dazed because we're pressuring him pretty hard right now. That was an 18k non-crit right at the start. So here, this is what I'm talking about. You see this boon variety? You'll watch my damage ramp up heavily now. We got to dodge there. Maybe I should play something more brain dead so I can look at chat a bit better. Because like, I keep messing this up. Every time I try to look at chat while I'm fighting this boss, I completely die. Arc was interesting to look at the last 2 runs. Yeah, tell me, what's it looking like? Who's topping it at the moment? What classes are really pulling weight? Because it's not going to be just a copy-paste of your latest benchmark report from the Golem. Okay. As much as I know we like to think that that's a realistic interpretation of Guild Wars, particularly open world, right? If people actually did good DPS... Yeah, what you will see is, even though I have a lot of faith in us and we're doing well, what you will see is people who have Arc up, there will be a handful of us, and I'm going to be presumptuous enough to assume I'm in it. There will be maybe 10 to 15 people that are quite high, and then there will be tons of people who are not even in the ballpark. And some of those will be support and, you know, enabling those that are at the top. But quite a few of them will just be mediocre, you know, just grayness that's not really, you know, not optimized for anything, and they're just sort of having a bit of fun. And that's usually what it's like in open world. You get a couple of people that sort of know the game and care about this kind of stuff. And everyone else is just like, whatever, I can just auto attack and get rewards, so why not? And that's kind of, that's Guild Wars 2's DNA. I was topping it at Wicked. I mean, yeah, once our boss dies, obviously I'll go down a lot. But right now, this is going pretty smooth, and I would assume I'm in top 3, 5, something like that. There is a slightly higher pressure Deadeye build, by the way, but it exchanges a lot of endurance, which would just kill it at this engagement, because I can't trust to get, like, correct ages and stuff from randoms in the squad. Here I've messed up, so I can't Death's Judgment. I really need my Maleficent 7 first. And then we'll take the reveal and we'll spend it with our stolen skill in a second. I'm not going to use the heal. Like, it just wouldn't work because I need my evades to dodge mechanics, which is nice. Like here, if I was spending that aggressively, and again, I'm going to need to pull out. Here I... Whoa, just about.
This seems like a good spot.
Let's pull out. No, come on, that's so unfair. That was an MVP play. Oh no, and I've poured into this as well. Oh, the doom. The race just finished, and we're ready with Wigan. Once the race was finished, and now we're ready with Wigan. Sorry to the people who want to race, but this is the gold run, all right? All right. When you're ready, guys, I'm just going to spend 3-round bursts all the way through here now, because why not? All right. And we're sorted. I'll stay off as many of us as possible. Right, what's going on with chat? Speaking of new IPs, any interest in the new game from the Grimrock guys? But it's not really the Grimrock guys, is it? It's another studio, and like, I don't know. Listen, I really like what they did. They're probably my favorite indie game studio out there. Maybe Cly Entertainment, if we still consider them indie in their scope, might beat them a little bit to me. But I really, really like Almost Human. I think that the products they made are incredible and like the best representation of some old school RPGs that you just don't see anymore. But they describe themselves as like bandmates that, you know, sometimes they play for one band, sometimes they play for another, and they have different interests. And as much as a fan I am of what they produced, I don't know whether I care about the other genre and the other game they're making, their other band, if you will. I don't know whether I care for it. So, to tell you the truth, I'm not following it that closely. And also, it's slightly different selection of people as well. There's a different group of talent going into it. So, BBB, again, is at 55. I really want to go there. I really want to go do this. But yeah, maybe I'll take a look at it. You'd be so happy if ArenaNet had sociable gathering profession like fishing. That would always be sociable in as much as the more hands-off it is, the more sociable it can be, definitely. Do you feel like the most chances of a Cortira overhaul died when the game went free to play? No, I think they died when the new player experience was handled shoddily and their answer was to throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's when I think it died. I don't think it's completely dead and buried, otherwise I wouldn't be banging on about it. I just think it's going to be a real... I mean, in a lot of ways, I know what the devs are talking about. It would be really... The truth is nobody's going to give enough of a shit, so it's a ton of work. But I think that the ways in which it benefits the game are in much more subtle ways. It's like the whole plant a tree today. The best time to plant a tree was a decade ago. The best days today, you know? Like, to me, it's not really a negotiable thing. It's like... I don't know, the way it... I'm not getting into it again. But, yeah, I don't think it's fully dead and buried. I understand how the devs think and feel. I'm looking forward to seeing this most recent... Wait, are we burning or not? Because I'm the only person attacking right now. And not very well, either. One boss died. We've missed the burn again. So what do I do, guys? What do I do, guys? Yeah, no, that's correct. Should I go to one of the bosses that's struggling, or should I trust that the Zerg can micromanage itself? What do you think? Thank you for the res. I was happy to take a defeat there, to be honest. Let's just get out. 4 remaining. Oh, we're going to miss it. This is collapsing, guys. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Kurai's going to die in time. He's just moving. He'll probably stop. Kurai is really annoying on this build because the CCs and the obstructs from the centaurs are horrendous. Dodging that is never that bad. I had to signet there again. And I've been ported by Hablion. Alright. Out of combat, that's good. I was only visible for such a small window there. One boss left. Which one was it? It's the turret again. Turret's pretty good. I'm fine on this build over at the turret. I really am. I think I'm going to go over there. I'm going to swap my subgroup to Square. Square's not doing very well. Hi, I'm new to the game and I just unlocked Firebrand. Is worth to explore the entire map. Is that a copy-paste, a troll thing? Dude, you don't need my permission. Just have fun. If you like exploring the map, explore the map. What do you mean, is it worth? If you feel satisfied and happy at the end of your day playing a game, then it's worth it, isn't it?
Refreshing.
Fishing while sailing around or moving boats would be great. I'd never ask anywhere else. Yeah, there's a lot of fun ways they could do fishing. Sorry, I kind of talked myself off of that. I'm trying so hard to break combat and get to the middle of the room. Yeah, I have to help these guys. I mean, it's not that hard. I'm not sure how 3 runs in a row we're still struggling over here. What's going on, guys? Is the comp odd? Do people not know how to hit the turret? CC problems? Shit. Well, now we have the full weight of all this stuff. So here's an example of why if you're bad, like me there, you shouldn't run over here. Here, I've probably scaled it more than it was worth me coming. Once I stand up, we might be all right. But so, you know, you wanna be careful with stuff like that. I opened with a stealth there off of the hill, which is actually okay because it reveals me, giving me plus 200 power for the opening burst. Here, I'm not going to bother with another Death's Judgment until right at the end. I'm just going to keep 3-round bursting the whole way through. Never mind. Yeah, if you literally run over and immediately go down state, that's not going to be too good. Did we only get silver there? We did. Yeah, that's really disappointing. I'm going to go to Square. What subgroup should Square be then? Please, can I just implore everyone follow me on stream? Please don't just follow me here. Stay where you were. Stay at Arrow. If you were at Arrow, please stay at Arrow. Because you guys were good without me there. If I move now and Arrow is last, I'm going to be fuming. So it's subgroup 4. They got a lot of people. All right. Hello, Squares. We is ready. Last run was good. This one, no. Well, we'll see how it goes. Misleading title. Oh, yeah, the clickbait, guys. I'm sorry for clickbaiting you. I'm so sorry. WP, do you watch no-clip documentaries? Something I found interesting was the war. I've only seen one, and it was the Bethesda one, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Thoroughly enjoyed. But no, I haven't seen any of the other ones. Something you found interesting was the Warframe documentary. Sinclair was talking about how they noticed that no matter how many times they revisited the new player experience and messed with it, trying to improve it, the rate of retention generally stayed the same. That's interesting. And I'm more than happy to bow to facts like that. And be like, and openly just say, all right, maybe I was wrong. Even I can believe it. Like, obviously my job's very different. What I do is very different. But I often fuck with stuff and just try and mess with things to see if I can create change. Like, I'm really not. I don't have an ulterior motive here or anything. But people on Patreon will know this, right? Like, for the first year I was on Patreon, I had like several things set up. Like what was transparent to people, how tiers were structured. I've like discounted tiers before. I've changed things from lifetime access to offering this perk or this perk or this perk. And every now and then I've gone back to patch and I've been like, all right, I'll discount this for people. All right, I'll change this. I'll change. And I go through and make pretty sweeping differentiations.
How can I assist you?
And it never makes any difference. Any difference at all. People are like, oh yeah, that's really cool, cheers. But the amount of money I get from Patreon stays about the same. You know, people, like, so if I discount it, generally speaking, a few more people might be there, but overall I'm earning the same amount. So it's like the market is what the market is kind of thing. Like, it's like, I don't know what it is that determines why I get what I get. Is it just what the universe is, the vibe I give to the internet is worth X amount, and no matter how I package myself, it will never change. And I've experienced things like that, and same with videos, you know, adding end slates. For years, I never used thumbnails at all on my videos, and my channel looks a bit more professional now that I do use thumbnails, but it never had any discernible impact on my viewership, ever. it's just this weird thing, and I can kind of see how Guild Wars in the gaming industry and other products might kind of be a little bit similar in that to really enact change, real change, is very hard to do. But, and I'm willing to bow to that, right? If that's true, I'm willing to bow to that. But I will just say, there are so many deeply logical, clear-cut things that can and should be done to this game that are so blatantly going to improve the state of the game and the state of understanding about the game and the game's future. And it just seems to make so much sense that retention would go up that I have to have some faith in it, a little bit. And obviously I wouldn't believe that in a vacuum forever, but I can't ignore what my gut says, you know, for what little a gut is worth. See here, completely fucked by my rotation there because a bandit stood in front of me. And I hit him, didn't get my Malice back. And then I was revealed when trying to proc Death's Judgment. And I'm not sure why I was revealed there, maybe an ally. So see how this does. So far we're doing so far so good. So he's aggroed on me, which is a nightmare right now. Like a true nightmare. I'm gonna stand back a little bit more. Now I will hit the turret when it's absolutely necessary. However, largely speaking, I'm gonna stay back here and keep pressuring Banes. Because you have to out DPS through the heals that come in on it anyway. Oh shit. There. I Death's Judgmented. And it didn't do anything. There, and again. See that? What is that? Is that a projectile in motion? So here I can't Death's Judgment because I'm blind. So I'm screwed as well. So everything about what I'm doing here is just ruined. Because he's targeting me in certain ways. So there you go. Turret's up again, and some people will move over. I will keep pressuring this for now and just see how that goes. Here I'm waiting with the initiative. That one I don't have to dodge. It's only cripple. This one I don't have to dodge. It's only blind. There we have to dodge that. The big bombs are ridiculous. I'm going to move in. Hopefully someone gives me resist or something. We missed out on the time warp. I'm sure the other... We're over 10 people here, though, so someone else would have got that anyway. Well, so far, so good. The quicker everyone else does on this, the better as well, because the less chance for turret disaster to come up. What are we at right now? 5 minutes, 42 seconds on the clock, and he's at 60% health. Have to dodge that there, otherwise I'm dead. One thing that I struggled with on Deadeye a lot is, here I'm going to move out of that. Oh my god, I'm pulling all the AoEs onto me here. One of the things I struggled with a lot is when you... So here we have to dodge. When you're CC'd by the keg, he throws the keg at you, thus CCing you. Then you have to dodge afterwards. Your temptation is going to be to press the 5 to de-prone. But the game's already... So we dodge now. The game's already de-proned you with the CC. And the thing is, if you even go remotely near that, it queues it up in a way that you can't get rid of. So powering our way through the blind is really frustrating now. With basically all the animations coming on me, I'm a bit endurance starved, to be honest. Hopefully we can keep the vigor up. There, the blind. This is really annoying. On our Death's Judgment screws us. So there, if I go prone immediately, you're screwed, so... Can you leave me alone, Banes? Like, come on, man, there's literally nothing else happening here. He's just... I'm like 1,200 range away right now. There you go, he retargeted. Oh my god. I suppose it's good that I'm drawing these. There, they've CC'd him. I can DPS for a second. Sorry guys, I'll look at chat again in a second. I just want to make sure that now I'm here. I can't. The double dodge is really frustrating on that. Have to get this before our mark runs out. Well, actually, we won't risk it at all. See, I'm most happy about the blind fields coming on me. Honestly, I know it screws me a little bit, but that's the entire Zerg no longer getting blinded. Which should have upped their damage quite a lot. If I can pull those away, I'm sort of alright with putting them away. I know that there will be cleanses rolling around in there, and I know there will be occasional resist. Like, it's so screwing me. It's really annoying. It's a 24k non-crit. So, the massive death judgments come when you see you're hitting, like, 30k non-crits. That's when you know if you crit, you're going over 100. Not hitting the turret in any way. That became a square. That's interesting. We're going to be initiative starved. All right, we're ready at 3 minutes here. Well, we're not quite ready. I tell a lie. Okay, he's on me again there. That's just cripple. I can sit in that. Come on, baby. Never mind. Okay, and another one. There's a player standing next to me. What is he, a renegade? Oh no, he's another Deadeye, I think. Is he with me as well? Don't stand directly on me. At least one of us can hide from the fields. Oh my god. This guy's not getting any aggro though. I don't know what his setup is. Alright, we're at 6% with 2 minutes left. That's pretty good. We're ready. Kurai's ready. Boom Boom Baines is ready. So look, now what we have to do, I'm going to use the 4 there to make sure he's poisoned because he wasn't. And then I'm going to steal on him, which poisons him again. Unfortunately, my stealth didn't work there. That one did, but I'm blind during it, so I can't throw anything at him. And look, we have to kill the turret and go back. Keep him at 5. So you kill the turret nice and quick, and then you go back and just make sure he stays at that value. Hableon's ready. Oh, he's running the perfected rifle. Oh, outlaw. Nice. Yeah, you could run a pot, couldn't you? Yeah, you could use the dungeon potions. I guess there's not a white mantle one. I'm going a bit close to the white here. There you go. So this poison's running out. We're going to move in. We're going to... Oh, what? What killed me? Hello? Damage taken. Cluster grenades. I just got ruined by 5 grenades all at once. I guess we obstructed it so no one else got hit at least. Have we done the burn? Who are we waiting on this time? Spar is ready. Oh, we're missing it, guys. We're not beating our best run. What's going on here?
Back in fighting condition.
I will admit Boom Boom Baines was not that quick.
Setting up.
All right, Death's Judgment for the kid. He's still at 2%. That's not going to kill him, is it? Obviously. Get another thing here. There we go. Good sync there, though. This is a really good synchronization. That's 4 of them dying within about 2 seconds of one another. There you go. 2, 1. So who was left? Guess which the last boss is, guys. Guess which the last boss is. Oh, it was over in the pirate section. Tisk, 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 arrow. Well, that was pretty good. We got gold. We got gold. That's all that matters.
Too much treasure.
Right, so what are we talking about in chat? Hello. It's a complicated topic and there's a lot of opposing thoughts bouncing around in your ideas. With what? Sorry? Dungeon potions, that's something you haven't used in a long time. You could still, if you're a dedicated Fractal player, you can still do that. You want to see an awesome spot for Deadeye at Boom Boom Baines? If it allows me to draw aggro from the boss and also ignore all of his animations, then I'll consider it an awesome spot. Otherwise, I don't really care. If it's just high up, I don't really matter. Clickbait redeemed. All right. Now, don't skimp out on me, guys. We're just as big dick about this as we were before. We're going to go heavy and proc another one nice and quick. This is so much fun. Feel free to keep doing streams. I think the streams like this burn out pretty quick, but I'm happy to keep going.
What do you need?
I've got deals you won't believe.
Guild Wars 2 Divinity Original Sin collaboration? Why would they? I saw the Sonic collab thing. That's such a weird thought to me. Poor Sonic. To me, the Sonic franchise is the franchise with the most conflicted fan base of all time. Of all time. You cannot find me an IP with a more complicated like history and setup and expectation management of its fan base. It is so ridiculous. And so it's kind of funny to see, of all the other big franchises, it's the Sonic one that ends up having their Twitter being like, let's collab with Guild Wars. Need to pee so bad, but this is going so fast. Yeah, look. Don't forget, you're here forever. Let's go. Get that gold in, guys. No, not the race, but whatever. Let's go, baby.
It's a soldier's life for me.
I'm on 10G left, so I'll spend 2 more. More, 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 more. Push that up. Put your money where your mouth is. I know some of you guys are being stingy. I know a lot of you are being stingy. Listen, if you've been enjoying these without putting the money in, then shame on you. Go on. Do some legwork. My ideal MMO would be a marriage between Guild Wars 2 combat style and Guild Wars 1 reward structure and ideals. I think Dead Zealot, a lot of people would agree with you on that. But personally, I wouldn't even. I like a lot of what's at the very core of Guild Wars combat system, but it's balance, it's effect creep, it's like skill quantity, it's trait count, all of that stuff I think is just way, 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 way too much. And that all kind of comes under the umbrella of combat to me. If it was like Guild Wars 2's combat flow, but with Guild Wars 1's attribute and 8 skill kind of system, with much more clear defined capabilities and stuff, I think that's the best MMO combat I can envision myself. But I think this game has too many skills that proc way too much stuff, do too many things all at once, and it's just absurd. It's just so crazy. I mean, that is Guild Wars in a nutshell now, but I mean, it's mental. All right, let's get that raptor in there to break that straight away, or a tiny bit of damage. Gonna shake a bit of aggro with the elite. Kneel down. We're gonna hide over here and see just how casually we can do this. Why didn't that spend my malice? What happened? What happened? So we're initiative starved already. I don't know how, but something odd happened. So again, I can stand in, but it's kind of a risk-reward thing, where the extra boons might not be worth the risk of getting blinded. Could probably do... Oh, okay, so there I messed up because I let my mark drop. I was trying to do one extra... God, come on! Well, why don't we have any melee DPS? You guys take some of this stuff, please. I let my mark drop, so that was pretty inefficient, to be honest. That's cripple. I'm going to sit in that. Don't care about the glue bomb. The blind there on that is annoying. Guessing you lot are on it. Oh, what? That was mid-dodge there. I can't even blame that for NA ping. I was actually mid-dodge. That's so strange.
Sniper position secure.
I mean, I've talked about it before. If you guys are talking about like rotation complexity and stuff, that's not necessarily what I mean. I don't think in terms of rotations when I think about PvP, but I think one of the most damaging things about this game's trait and complexity setup is just how much stuff is going on from a PvP perspective. It's got nothing to do with rotations. But, you know, on the topic of rotations, I will also just add that I think complex rotations don't necessarily equal fun in any way. I think you can have really profound, interesting RPG experiences that revolve purely around auto attacks and positioning. I mean, I really do stand by that. I think that it's always been really deceiving to suggest that, oh, only Weaver is fun because it's got so many buttons to press. Like, it's bullshit, really. I think there's some I don't know, obviously different people have different opinions. Maybe some people really do believe that that is peak performance and the most ultimate MMO experience you can have, but I think it's a lot of unnecessary fluff, to be honest. I don't know, that's a big discussion that probably I can't do justice off the top of my head on the stream. So here we're out of stealths. You can see how like the balance of, oh, and he interrupted me marking him. We still got it. And we got the stolen thing, actually, so that's fine. Never mind. He didn't interrupt me. So what I'm trying to say is WoW isn't bad just because it has more simplistic rotations and things. Because the experience of raiding is expressed by far more than just moment-to-moment combat moments. And that's the thing that Guild Wars has always struggled with. Guild Wars has always prided itself on having no gear treadmill, and it's like, well, what's fun about our end game is the combat. So it's kind of left us into some idealistic like cul-de-sacs and like dead ends where people think, oh, we have to focus purely on that. But I think that there is a lot of value in, like, people judge raids in other MMOs. People judge FF14's raids. People judge the difficulty of a lot of endgame, and they say, well, it's not actually difficult, it's just behind massive time gates. And that's true. in a lot of these other MMOs, you really do only find a handful of people do it, but not because it's hard, not because you need 10,000 IQ to beat it, which is what we all love to think a game should be about. It's just a very few people play a lot of those raids and do it because just they're not accessible, because they are behind these mammoth gates and stuff. And you know, we can judge that, but I actually think, you know, that's fair play. If FF14 wants to structure itself that only the biggest losers that spend hours dealing with arbitrary gates, then fine. It's not, the word arbitrary comes up a lot, and I don't actually think it is arbitrary. I think that adds something. In whatever world, you get to feel like that special dude at the top of the chain, you know? And how you got there, like the mechanics, I think are perfectly as valid in a World of Warcraft style MMO as it is in a Guild Wars 2 style MMO, of which there's only really one, Guild Wars 2. But you get what I mean. So there I fucked up my Death's Judgment because I'm running Mug, which means when I press F1 I do damage. So here we're done at 3 minutes 20. It's not quite as good as I'd like to be, but it's pretty good. We're basically ready for our burn here.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw
I mean, I'm saying that a bit early. There, I just proned with the powder keg. How much value do you think this offers, guys, me doing this? So that they don't have to deal with literally any mechanics. I have to stand up and move slightly there. A personal sacrifice. No, not stop. That guy's shouting stop. Don't stop. There's a turret up, first of all. And second of all, he's not at 5% yet. Keep going. Okay, good. That was only cripple. The gold is gone. Hableon's going bad. Is it really? I'll move over to Hableon then. Hableon, it says 60. Oh, but they need CC. I don't offer CC. It's not CC that I have a problem. Does the boss target the furthest player? No, it's... I think all of these aggro in the same way. It's whoever's pressuring them the most. And also perhaps a combination of low vitality at the same time. Like, for example, if I move in, the animations will just be on the stack. Or maybe I'm wrong, actually. Maybe Boom Boom Banes... No, he definitely targets me. There he targeted this Berserker, I think, actually, because the Berserker was still hitting him while no one else was. And that was in melee. Or he is still hitting me. I don't know. But it's definitely not furthest away. Equip Bassi and just make... Well, I do need the double cantrip to keep my pressure up. But yeah, Bassi would be good. Waiting for the next turret to come up. I'm fully ready to mark the turret and just pressure it super hard when it appears. Pyroxis rip, they're saying. Uh-oh. Oh god, they killed Kurai. What? Oh no, there's gonna be centaurs everywhere now. Why? Why did you do that? Oh dear. Alright, there's a turret spawning over there. I'm gonna double dodge, because that's all the cool kids do.
Got the target.
That's interesting. Look, it spawns at level 82, so you have a chance to glance it. That's crazy. I wonder if the devs intend that. It's a level 82 mob. I think they probably don't intend that. They probably want it to be a bit squishy. 40 seconds left. Alright, well, Boom Boom Banes is dead. Let's go try Pyroxis over here. We can do fat damage as long as his shield isn't up. Oh, that's Sparkus, sorry. Sparkus is who I was talking about. But he's dead anyway, so good job to this crew. Here we got 3 left. Guys, I'm disappointed. I can't beat every boss. 2 bosses remaining, 20 seconds. I'll put my food back on. Should I move away from square now? Look, it's the pirates. The pirates are struggling now that I'm not there. What's happened, guys? What happened to Arrow? Oh, they just beat it again right as I go in. So Hableon's struggling. Should I go to Hableon? What do you think, chat? Should I move at all, though? What if the Boom Boom Bane starts struggling? Pyro fully regenerated. Oh, shit. Did it really? Well, given my commentary on this, we're probably going to have a full Zerg go over there.
Endurance drain.
And that's probably going to include quite a few people who won't pull their weight. But let's go see. The turret level is an upscaler, so if you have only a few, it won't. That's an interesting aspect of non-linear upscaling there. Right, so with a full Zerg, I may as well be in the stack. Because the boon overflow should mean I have a pretty immense range at all times. And we should be able to go a bit big dick, really. Fingers crossed, anyway. Just melting down. Have to dodge that. Dodge! Etius. Okay. I think he's on us. I don't know about you guys, but it looks like he's on us. Just a little bit. Okay, Death's Judgment. Only 49k, that's not good. 37. Should we dodge in? I'm gonna do it. Alright, we'll blinding powder that one. And we'll remark up now. Oh crap, Havlion. Oh, that's fine. Didn't even move that far. Back on our knees nice and quick. One more 3-round burst. Get our initiative recharge. His health is just not moving, is it? So, Pyro completely collapsed. How is it we had this going good before and now it's just... Did we just have a lot of people get bored and leave from the start of the stream? What do you guys think?
Go ahead. Hit.
Damn, I went down. This is really slow. What's frustrating is I'm pretty sure it'll be slower if I leave. But the thing is, I want to talk to you guys on chat, so I am going to leave. I'll let them do it. Fuck it. If they're going to overscale it to be really, really like that, I'm just going to leave. Let them all do it. After farming Stepway so long, any change of pace is appreciated. How is this boss still so high on HP? Yeah, it's just there's a lot of people. This is on the EU at the moment. That's like the entire maps there, really. Not the entire map. We can see from the mini-map that's obviously not true, but there are a lot of people there. I'll go back to square and just wait. It's annoying when the game prides itself on horizontal gear progression, but DPS can only use 3 stat variety. I mean, there is increasing horizontal... I mean, I think you're making a mistake by believing all of Guild Wars 2's horizontal combat experience devolves to gear, and that's it. I think that's really unfair. Because, in truth, there are 9 perfectly viable classes that are split into any number of core and elite specialization varieties that are also perfectly viable. Before we even break into weapon variety, before we even break into skill variety, what people were happy to pass off as horizontal progression in terms of changing skills in Guild Wars 1 and in other MMOs, for some reason they're blind to in Guild Wars 2, and they just want to whine about Vipers and Zerk. And I think that's really disingenuous. I think there is actually a lot of horizontal mechanical experience that Guild Wars 2 expresses and is improving day by day. There was a quote actually from one of the ArenaNet Bens on Reddit the other day saying he actually was really proud of the balance team and thinks that there is more variety that continues coming together. And he's right, really. So, oh, I've noticed we've got a bit of an encoding thing. Have we been dropping frames? I don't think we have. Oh, we have a couple. We've dropped a couple of frames this stream. So I don't know whether it really all boils down to gear. In terms of like economic incentive and reward structures, yes, that becomes a problem because most of the horizontal goals you get are handed to you on a platter. And that's why I think people don't like care about it. They don't care that there's lots of elite specialization variety. They don't care that there's skill variety because there's no tax on it on your time. You can just, oh look, I changed it. Is that really a build? Oh look, I changed it. Oh look, I changed it. There's no build lock-in. There's a... While when it comes to acquiring new gear sets, we can kind of claim that there's a bit of a tax there. And so that's all people care about, and that's where they fall down. So that's a bit of an artifice with the game, but I don't know. Why is the music wah-wahing? Sounds off. I don't know. I think OBS hiccuped there, though, while I was talking. I'm not sure why. There you go. Good job, guys. That's 2 silvers in a row. We're losing our touch. Wooden Potatoes is losing his touch. Maybe everyone decided they need to help another boss and left without making sure anyone stayed. So Pyro was ready, but he broke combat. Is that what happened? What subgroup is Pyro? Let's see what I wrote at the start. Edit squad message. Pyro is Spiral. So that's subgroup 6. So let's look at the squad UI. They've got a few people. Most of us who want to be here are in here, you know. There's quite a few nameplates that aren't a part of the squad, to be fair. But all of these people left and allowed him to break combat? That's kind of a strange thought, isn't it? Pyro was done first and just everyone left. Oh, that's really unfortunate. But okay, alright, so that's fine. Maybe... Let me scroll up even more.
What do you need?
I'll catch you later,
So,
Dead
what
Zealot.
brings you
He probably
here?
left ages ago, so... What other topics were there? WP, what if we got another equipment tier above Ascended? Would you want ArenaNet to scale the legendary equipment to that? Oh, absolutely.
These are dangerous
But it would be
times.
riots anyway.
How can I assist you?
Alright, we're gold
May
gold
Bulbasaur
is
strengthen
ready. This is my last money now, by the way, so it's on you guys to fill this up nice and quick. I'm basically out of cash.
It's a soldier's
Over these
life.
2 streams, I have spent about 250 gold. I'm not going to spend the last couple of gold to my name. It looks like the generosity of others is wearing out. Alright, let's go for one more gold here, guys. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Largely, I'm satisfied with how this has gone. Bot split's getting ready. Let's clear some mobs as well. By the way, in the first 60 seconds, you can go and clear the area where you know the boss is going to spawn. And
Setting up.
that can help a lot for people to just get in with flying colors straight away, do lots of damage. Oh, no crits. Really? I got such a high chance to crit.
One shot, one
They're going to kill that before that lands. Yeah. It's a shame. 1, 2, 3.
Just a bit of your soul. You won't miss it.
You don't like this version of the Deadeye rifle builds? I prefer it a million times over to... I mean, to be honest, I don't really know what other people are doing. I know that one of them is like dodge so that you can stealth, so that you can Death's Judgment, and it's not even Maleficent 7, right? It's be quick or be killed for the power and precision. Which I get, right? Like, I get in a raiding scenario, but I don't know. For this content, I'd rather have my dodges for the dodges. It's too idealistic, the other setup. Alright, let's see. Let's melee him and see what happens with the animation, shall we?
Sniper position secure.
But if all of the stuff comes in on us... Yeah, look. Oh my god, what's going on here? Alright, finally. Dodge. Oh, this is so bad right now. Let's see if we can get some attacks on the outside.
This is getting serious.
No, he's throwing the kegs at me and he's bombing right in the group. So listen, if there's, and look, you see these people dying as well because they can't dodge it. So I'll just come back here and have the stuff back here. Once I can start rolling into the build again, I'm sure that he'll fancy us again. Now, this is a scholar setup.
You won't miss it.
There it is. No one's belaying him right now. That's funny. So I do want to be at high health. So we'll just make. I was delaying the heal there because I knew that one of my stealths was tied to it. But I wanted to prioritize it above the others because I wanted my scholars back. It's not just scholar, but I think that thief gets a trait that's similar as well, right? Actually. Remark. Okay, I think we should have settled into it now.
Death comes on swift.
Oh my god, that blind at the last second. Too annoying. Surely I've had problems with Shadow Gust revealing? No, not necessarily. If you're already stealthed when you Shadow Gust, that can become a problem. But Shadow Gust won't. If I don't have reveal. If I don't have reveal already and I Shadow Gust in melee, I can get a packet of damage on him and it won't It won't remove myself. You just need to juggle the reveal properly, which is a pain in the ass when I'm constantly under the effects of this. Imagine if Maleficent 7 gave resist. That'd be so broken. It'd be so broken. If you juggled resist onto yourself through this, so not even blinds sort you out. We gotta remark quick. Got it, just in time. I got a double dodge there, that's annoying. We were right on the edge of the keg. Cripple, I don't worry about. Here we were gonna Death's Judgment, but we're blind. See, the other temptation is every time that happens, we can keep our momentum up by cleansing with the Sigil of Agility, but then we ramp down afterwards while it's on cooldown because we lose precision. I wonder whether it's worth doing it anyway. It probably is. Wow, I got chewed up. This is bad right now. We don't actually have many people here.
Thanks for the help.
He's not getting hit that hard. There are Death's Judgment. So there, because I went down, I've been robbed of my Malice. So now we just sit here for a while, autoing. What build am I using? Just run a dead... This is what annoys me. Do you play this game? Turn on Deadeye, engage your brain, and look at what you can see on the stream. It's a Maleficent 7 build with these utilities, and it's doing damage. So it's going to be Zerk, it's going to be Scholar, it's going to be Force and Air. Like, it's literally just baseline crap, and
Click, click, boom.
2 seconds of using your head. I mean, honestly, there's nothing special going on. You don't need my advice. Just look at the
One
game.
shot, one kill.
I had that on when I killed Churai on a video with Reaper. I said on the commentary, yeah, I just ran like a slight tweak to the PvP variant. I don't want to have to deal with every little trait and list it out to people. But I had someone in chat saying, oh, you running Snowcrow's raiding build? Fuck off! Why would I run a raiding build fighting Churai? You need break bar damage. You need boon rip. I even said in the commentary, you know, I don't know, protection bouncing. Obviously, it's not going to be a raid build. Not everyone knows Thief. You don't have to know Thief. Literally, you don't have to. It's like on like the POF streams where I was playing Spellbreaker, and everyone's like, "What build is it?" And I'm literally just saying every time, just pick up damage modifiers. That's it. That's the build. You could do it too. Just run specializations that give you damage modifiers and put them on, and you can see that I have some axes and daggers, and just have fun. I mean, I don't know. It's not that I don't want to help people. It just boggles my mind, or it frustrates me to see that people need help in topics that like speak for themselves sometimes. I don't want them feeling bad. You should never shame someone for asking for help. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to empower people to think of things for themselves. You'll get more out of the game if you think for yourself. You really will, I promise. I promise. If you take the time to learn just a little bit. It's literally, I'm talking about an afternoon. I'm not talking about a university course. Trust me, it's not that bad. Can you tell people to kill the turret when it spawns? Oh, is that why we're going slow, do you think? Because everyone else is on the boss constantly. And I'm a culprit for that. So look, I'll get on the turret. I don't like swapping to the turret on this because your Malice doesn't carry over. So if the timing aligns, that's tree obstruct, that's annoying. Where I can refresh a mark right as a turret spawns, that's cool, but there I was being greedy. Here I'll burst him early, even though we didn't get our boons and stuff. We have just enough initiative to roll through. This should be good. Yeah, good. We're not oh, come on, not two. Never mind then. We'll do it there. WP, you put way more time into this game than uni. You don't need to reach not even 100 hours to learn about this game. Not even. To suggest you have to reach my playtime to know how to make a build is obscene. It's crazy. What are you talking about? That's what's that? A False equivalence? Is that the fallacy you just displayed? Just give me a build to face roll the content. See, every time I look at chat, I die. This is so annoying. I look at chat. I saw in a convo in / guild that was like, yeah, I found that fight easy with a power well Reaper. And the response was something like, oh, damn, my Reaper is Condi. Well, look, I can understand people not having the gear. If all you've got is Viper stuff, because that's what you were told in early HOT days, and that's fine. Obviously, we're going to slow down a little bit here. I'd like to keep pressuring through because we only have 30 seconds. Oh, everyone's saying go, go, go. All right, that's fine. We got to kill that turret, though. We're going to be the last ones here. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, I don't want this. I don't want to be the bad ones. Come on, 2%. Push. Push. Pressure. 12 seconds. Blow him up. There you go. One boss. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, why a break? Oh, no. In the last second, was it gold? It was silver. Why are we waiting right up to the last minute on these anyway? I don't know. It looks like we peaked when we started, lads. It looks like we peaked when we started. I can't fund the next one. So, we'll go for it, though. I mean, I'm happy to stay for one more, but I can't fund it. I guess NA gets the shit end of the stick today because I haven't gone to NA. Sorry. Yeah, the clickbait is back. Happened to my group as well, but it was a smooth group. What is the delay? What subgroup was going really slowly there? We were kind of slow, but we were still within a minute.
Time is precious.
Maybe everyone was ready there, but we were just... Nobody called to go. Maybe that's my responsibility as a commander, but I'm sitting here with my leg up, scratching my balls, talking to Twitch chat instead.
So, what brings you here?
I literally saw you yesterday, I think, playing Deadeye, and geared my Deadeye. It's really not that hard. There you go. Boom. That's from Dan. I mean, really. There are things that you can teach people. So on this build, like I explained at the start of this stream, the way you rotate on the build is important. You know, people have to understand that the whole game of this build is proccing Maleficent 7. Don't ignore Maleficent 7. Once you understand the interaction of proccing this, maintain the mark, and the idea is you're basically just trying to fill this up, empty it, fill it up, empty it, fill it up, empty it, fill it up, empty it, and you empty it by juggling stealth and bursts, right? Once you understand that interaction, the rest of the build and the traits and stuff, it's whatever, man. Just do what you want. Go strength if you don't think you'll be at too high health too much. Go scholar in all other situations. Run DPS sigils. You know, it's pretty cut and dry for PvE. There's nothing special going on here.
I watch over this place.
Mix in a little bit of assassins as well if you're playing open world, as I explained also on the stream, you know. Go precision oriented if you can. Really, you never want a non-crit. You never want to see a death judgment in white. It should always be crits. And so on this stream, people can easily out DPS me if they mix more assassins in, and they can dedicate their brain to making sure they play it correctly. And also, if you're at the a boss that's not blinding you and doing little stuff like that, really awesome, guys. Nice, generous, quick proc there again. This is cool. Let me just say, this has been really cool. I'm really happy that this has gone exactly. These filling up fast. This is the way it should be. This is awesome. You don't want to read to play your video game? What do you mean? I'll blow all these guys out if I have to. We'll do a quick one there. That got obstructed. That's kind of funny. We got it anyway. Ever since I left to do dailies, the runs were bad. Coincidence? Maybe, man. Maybe. We were reliant on you. We were reliant. There's a lot of organised groups on NA at the moment, so you're all good? Good, I'm glad. I'm glad. Oh god, he's up already. Okay. I guess I'll go on the hill. But I've been pressured pretty hard suddenly as well. It's always right at the start when there's a few ads around that it's most dicey, because it's like, please don't obstruct me. That's why I kind of like being up on the hill up here, because we can shoot over their heads. I want to know why I'm getting the aggro and this tosser isn't. You're twice told legend. Do some more damage. Why am I getting it? I wonder if he's got like slightly more vitality than me or something just to throw the aggro off. That'd be hilarious because that is a thing here and like, that might target a low vitality guy. We lost our mark and everything there. Come on, man. Get your PVT gear off. I have the high ground. Look, I don't want any Star Wars jokes here. You guys know me. I don't like memes. I don't like your memes.
Nice and lean.
I don't run a Twitch chat for little boys. You've got plenty of other places to go to for that. I will get Rav in here and he will dole out the bands. Kappas are illegal in Wood Potatoes chat. The Maymays. Dodge that. That was good. That was really smooth. We got to keep our stealth out of that and everything. Good. Look, the other guy's getting hit. This is exactly right. Good job. And now I'm messing up my thing. Look, look, look. He has grabbed aggro. Full on. It's like as soon as I whined about it, he did. Now he's back on me. It's just me and the other Deadeye juggling aggro. That's it. That's the whole situation here. Damn it. Go back on the other one. Not me. Leave me alone. There you go. Good. But he's getting the cripples. I'm getting the blinds and the big bombs, which is the way worse ones. Good. There's a CC. We could both do it for free
One
here.
shot, one kill.
But the truth is, he's getting higher DPS than me just because I'm bad at the game. That's what he's going to turn down to. It's definitely not luck of the draw. No, 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 not into the blind field again. That actually is me being bad at the game there. There you go. Should just deliberately stop attacking every now and then. Oh, so's that. I guess I'll do an early death judgment. Let's pull that up. There you go. And then an early refresh there. Yeah, so Perfect World, it's basically three round bursts or 4 3-round bursts into a stealth proc and then rinse repeat. If you do it, if you mess up though, you'll get different kinks in the chain. So the kink in the chain right now is that I never had a reload. I never had a stealth available. So we were slowed down at that point and the other guy accelerates away from us. But then once we start rolling them through again, we can start appropriately juggling. And we should be comfortable.
Don't embarrass yourself.
Turrets up again. Come on. No, no, no. Come on. Did you guys hear me spamming the spacebar there? That's my dodge roll bind. Ah, close, but no cigar. That's cripple. We don't have to worry about that. Get a refresh in. No, no. The blind at the last second. Oh, no. There's another one. Oh, get away from that. So now we're out of stealths again because we had to waste a few reloads because he blinded him. Not the best boss for this build. I actually really like the guy in the fire area that shields himself. It's a real... So there I was blinded on the mark. The mark will still go through, but it denies you your stolen ability, which denies you a whole stealth, which punishes you later. We have to dodge. That's fine. I don't mind that. Yeah, the guy that drops the reflect bubbles, if the Zerg is good and CCing him correctly, you can still get tons of damage uptime, and I think he takes extra damage to physical or range or something, because you get such, like, just obscene numbers on him. It's just counterbalanced by you do have to stop pressuring when he's reflecting, otherwise you kill yourself. So, here Boom Boom is at 25% with 3 minutes on the clock. I can't complain about that. That's pretty goddamn good. I think we're doing fine here. How's the other guys doing? Kerry's at 18, Spar's at 30. Everyone's generally in range here. We got no reason to fail this. Come on, guys. We want to beat 1 minute 25 on the clock. Come on, we can do it. This is the run, everybody. This is the run. Oh, someone else that wasn't a Deadeye had aggro there and put a big bomb next to us when we had no endurance, so we had to get hit. So the other interesting mechanic is when you're properly juggling the reveal buff, You can optimize by choosing to reveal yourself. We have to refresh that now. We got it. Even through the blinds. That's a 10 out of 10 right there. Oh no, we didn't get it. It reset. Shit.
I've been waiting for this.
You can use the heal, the elite cantrip to get rid of the reveal. Like, and sometimes that's a consideration. So I don't know. There's just nice little things about it. Come on. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel for endurance on this, I have to say. Oh, we're burning. We're burning already, really? No, we're not. I just had the audio go through, but we're not actually burning. Shit, I've completely ballsed this one up. Just keep pressuring. Keep him low. We're ready. Spar's at 15. Hableon's at 20. Boom Boom's ready. Wig's ready. Boom. Ready. What's the bet? I die as I type that? I didn't. We're just going to auto now. Here we go. Come on. No. Oh, we've ran out of time again. Jesus. We got a really good run. Like, our second run was really good. We failed again.
Attack my target.
Spar's ready. We're waiting on Hableon. Hableon? So let the turrets up. We're going to kill that. This one's level 82 again. He gained 4 whole % there. Oof.
Back in fighting condition.
Pressure him down.
Armored up.
Blind at a bad time. It's fine. I just spent some initiative. We don't have to Death's Judgment him and reset or anything because he's solo. Is everyone killing? Oh, we are. We're killing. This is it. All right, take him out. Okay, 3. It's just so close to the wire. 2.
Strong.
Who's left? Uh-oh, 16 seconds. Believe. Oh, I'm getting some Auric Basin flashbacks here. Panic. Yeah, we get it. Well done, guys. My panic looks a bit stupid now. All right. There you go.
I hope you're enjoying the refreshment.
Hableon is the only problem for gold. If you have it down by time, you're good. Do you think Hableon's the main one? I definitely think Boom Boom Bane's the one you saw me do with the turret. Is the one that usually catches people out. Hey, WP, still using Reshade? Yeah, Reshade is on here. Yeah, if you go to the subreddit, there is somewhere buried in there my preset. Usually when people ask, other people post it and explain. So yeah, what did we get here? We got 5 silvers and 4 golds. But to open up our loot there,
Too much treasure.
wide variety of champ bags. 18 of these, 6 of these, 16 of these, 16 of these, 12 of these, 12 of these. So way back when champ bags were the be all and end all, this was, you know, a reasonable haul. You can just see how everything starts flooding in. And the idea is that if everyone's equally paying, and everyone put maybe the number is 50 silver, I don't know. But if everybody equally pays, you should all profit and just go back to back to back. But you'd have to find out what that crucial middle ground is. I obviously just threw tons of gold. And as most crowdfunding goes, I think probably there's a couple of other really awesome guys that came to this stream and also probably spent tons of money. Whoever you are, you know who you are. Thank you very much. There will be someone else out there who spent like 20G on this that would have just gone and rapidly spent a ton of money. And I just want to say thank you to whoever those people were. You are the unsung heroes. Also, a big, massive, royal fuck you to the people who never spent any money. You should feel ashamed and embarrassed. And I basically am wondering how you sleep at night. Screw you. Hableon CCs himself if you get a lot of reflect. Yeah, he's basically Lieutenant Coda from AC, right? Which is kind of funny. That's it for me, though, guys. Someone can come into this squad and fulfill it and go for more boss blitz. It's totally up to you. The squad is set up. And again, the way that I did that squad is unquestionably the best way to do it. You just put a marker on each thing and then just split the subgroups up. It's more fun as well for people who run Arc because you can see how everyone contributes. No, it's not one more, I'm afraid, Rain. I don't want the stream to be too long because I've got other things I want to do today. Namely, Let's Play related. So, yeah. I'll open them on a bag, open a character, easy gold. That's true. If you open the champ bags on someone, what is it, level 50 to 60 range, you get much more profit because it gives you different kinds of materials which are worth more on the trading post. So yeah, that's an option for you as well. I've done mostly everything I've done on this festival here. We never really saw any really big numbers, by the way, on this stream. You might have been impressed by this Deadeye damage, but we never really saw any truly good big numbers. But yeah, so listen, guys, that's pretty much this weekend of streams done. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope that through the many videos I did on it, through the streams we did on it, you've got a real sense of this festival. We've seen pretty much every aspect of it. I hope you've got some, you know, some enjoyment out of seeing those golds go if you hadn't noticed them in your own playtime or whatever. Do join me for the next set of streams, which will be coming up very soon. You can click the follow button to check out, to be notified when those go on. And it's perhaps likely that we will be in Guild Wars 1. We're going to do a Guildhall base stream on Saturday, but we're going to be doing Winds of Change and Cantha and stuff, and you will be able to play with me for that, and we will be doing lots of voting and fun things with that. So, yeah, do be aware, guys. It should be really fun. Can I just point out as well, I didn't look at my notifications today at all, so let me just say, Kalek3, an hour ago, you donated, dude. Thank you so much. He donated for a $5 and I missed it. So thank you very much, man. Hey, WP, after 2 weeks, I'm back into civilization so I can finally enjoy the stream. How have you been? I've been doing great, man. Thank you so much for that donation. That really means a lot. Dog donated £1 as well. Yesterday, I think. Oh, and a tenner. I think I read that already, though. Yeah. So thank you for that. I think we've lost Ewendell here. 23 days ago, Ewendell last donated. Oh, no. He did one last week. He did one last week, just not this weekend. That's fair. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. We had a couple of subs as well. Winterfall, it's good to see you. Crunchy Fuzz. Migosh is a new sub. Night Angel. KB the Finder 2. You guys are all great. Hey, can you do all your runs again? I missed them. No. We're done for that. So thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Keep an eye out on the channel. I'll see you shortly. Yeah, we might do hard mode. We'll probably do Winds of Change, though, if that's what the vote ends up coming to. So it should be good.